Namaskar. In this video, we will discuss the social art of the Saura Samanas. Shamana is a Prakrit or a Pali word. There's also a word Kramana in Sanskrit. Shamanism refers to the ecstatic or mystic states that humans conceptualize and dwell on in altered states of consciousness. Herein they yield the power to heal. In Eastern thought, various tribes have passed on their shamanic ideas through tribal practices, which has enriched human culture. In this video, we will discuss the shamanic pictographs of the Saura tribe of Odisha. My interest in Saura art started with my attempt to do one myself. But I realized, besides picking a few motifs from artworks in the museum that I visited, I was unable to feel that my painting was complete. So the research resulted in this video. The Sauras are an ancient tribe of India. They also find mention in the Ramayana and Mahabharata. The Hathigumpha inscriptions of the 1st century, they are mentioned as Vidyadhara Divashas. Even Ashoka in the 3rd century BC did not have control over the territory of the Savaras called Atavikar kingdom. Today, the Savara tribes are mainly concentrated in the Ganjam, Gajapati and Koraput districts of Odisha. They are also found in Bihar, Andhra Pradesh, West Bengal, Assam and Tripura. The pictographs or the Italan means to write on the wall. The Saura art is also called edital or icons. It is not abstract, but it is very closer to being realistic. For example, a house is indicated by a row of hatching. A dead man is turned on the side. The sun is represented by 3 concentric circles. The moon is in the shape of a banana enclosed by a line. The Sauras believe in 2 parts to the soul. The little soul, which is essential to the body, and the big soul, which remains independent of the body and can wander away in a dream. During a trance, they invoke a spirit who diagnoses the problem at hand and gives a solution. In the hilly districts of Koraput and Ganjam of Odisha, we still find 100,000 Sauras living, out of which the Langia Sauras are the ones who are still continuing the tradition of pictographs. The Sauras believe in the existence of a supreme deity. For the Sauras, the deity Kitung is responsible for the creation of the world and mankind. The Shamanas erect a bamboo pole in a hole in front of the wall on which he's going to do the pictograph. This is symbolic of the soul's ecstasy of recognizing ascent to connect with the Supreme Being. But through the pictographs, the shamanic activities are mostly involved with solving problems of the community and resolving disputes that people find to have with ancestors, the dead, the demigods, and the underworld demons. The Saura pantheon of gods and goddesses can be numbered to around 174. In this edital, we see a plowman and his son driving a bullock, a cow and calf out to plow. They are followed by a pregnant woman with a bundle of seed on her head. We also see a potter and his wife laden with pots and 2 gods seated on an elephant. The Sauras also make editals for hill gods. Here we see editals for 3 different hill gods. These are all the hills at which the Saura got into trouble and attempted to fix with the editals. This is a pictograph made by a shaman for his spirit wife, who instructed him all the details in this wall painting. We see all her relatives are put in the house. There's rows of dancers above and below. Then we have trees on either side of the house, which are banyan trees with honeycombs. We also see god of Sumanti Hill and lots of guests. And at the bottom there is a marriage party on horseback. For the Sauras, how they treat their dead also affects the fertility of crops. This is a pictograph from Koraput district of Odisha. Jambaru, who had died 5 years back, had started pestering his widow in her dreams and instructed her to draw an ital reflecting on how he is living in his afterlife. That would result in good crops for her. The Shamana drew this ital with input from Jambaru's wife. The ital shows Jambaru living with his spirit wives in a large 2-storied house. The men riding elephants and horses are the dead that visit him. There's a potter and also a lizard, which is pets for the dead. On the top are the fertility symbols with the sun and the moon. The tribal mind and religion are intimately connected. The invocation in Saura paintings is done through an assorted symbols drawn from day-to-day life. This tradition is getting extinct and we get to see a few of these in detail. But an educated modern artist can immediately spot the beauty and unique capacity of the human mind at play through these editals. For the Sauras, art is not just for art's sake, but has a spiritual and religious dimension to it.